get the other one.
And welcome to John Woo Presents Stranglehold. I'm Chorp Soy.
I'm the J of Spade.
I'm Future Friends.
I'm Teok.
And welcome to a world of assassination.
I mean, it's lived up to it.
I thought I'd show this off because when you go into the settings, you can see more of the adventure going on.
Right, and you will notice that there are no options for subtitles.
Right, yep, put those in myself.
I mean, that's the thing though. Why do you need subtitles? I mean, you can have gunshots, which anyone can hear because they're so loud.
I guess you're right. Well, let's get right into it then.
The gunshots come out as braille, basically.
Ah.
It's actually really smart.
Curious about your missing cop? Send one man to Kowloon Square. Find the Golden Rabbit. 1 man, 1 hour.
1 man? It's a trap, Captain.
I walk in there, my cover's blown.
And there'll be 2 missing cops.
Relax, everybody. This guy doesn't give us orders. I'm not sending in 1 man. I'm sending in a whole SWAT team.
No, you are not.
You're not giving orders either, Tequila.
We got a missing cop. And only 1 lead. You stand in the SWAT. The lead dies or disappears.
One guy'd be crazy to go in there.
You used to be that crazy guy, Jerry. What happened? If I was that missing cop, I hope one of us would want to go. Don't send anyone, Captain. They just get in my way.
Tequila, don't! It's a setup.
I hope so. I hate to think they were wasting our time.
Tequila, get back here!
Sorry, the only crazy one left here is Inspector Tequila, going out on the case.
Ah, cool, now you get to explore the open world city of Hong Kong, right?
Yeah. You have to actually stop here each time to not get run over by a car.
It's like Dragon's Lair. Oh, somebody rubbed down those guns with Vaseline. They knew Tequila would try to grab him.
They'll slip right out of his hands. The perfect crime. No, don't worry. We've got our own guns in this rough neighborhood. Yeah!
I like how the very first piece of advice you get is careful, Tequila, the man who is quite possibly the least careful man who has ever lived.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's that one part of the movie where he waits a long time before shooting somebody.
I like how these bad guys were all dressed up like Kramer costumes from Seinfeld.
So, Stranglehold is, it's like someone watched a bunch of John Woo movies but wasn't John Woo, tried to put it together. It's a game entirely about environmental damage and trying to look as cool as possible while doing it.
And just, like, ever so slightly brushing up against something and then sliding your ass on it.
Yeah, no, that part's the best. We're gonna keep doing it, don't worry.
Tequila's trying to get his scent on everything.
Exactly. So, yeah, when something's highlighted, we can interact with it.
Oh.
And Tequila time will engage, which is like bullet time, or like the Max Payne mode, but, you know, John Woo did it first, so...
Tequila's run cycle looks like he's fucking 80 years old, but his doctor told him he needs to keep in shape.
Oh my god!
Yeah, look at this! Woo! We're going down the whole thing, buddy!
Is this Kingdom Hearts stream drop distance?
Now, watch this, watch this! We're gonna do it! Boom! Oh. Right in. So you can control this. It becomes very hard once it starts going slower, but you can't... I have before driven it all the way to the other staircase.
I saw a dove, and I'm not sure if it was like a JPEG of a dove, just like with animation, or if it was actually a 3D model.
Well, we might be seeing more doves later, so just keep that in mind. Now what we're gonna do is the same thing, but the other way.
What? No, you can't do this, Tequila!
Tequila, you're a loose cannon. You're disobeying the laws of physics.
It's fine, he's got the same shoes as Sonic.
I don't think this person actually saw a John Woo movie.
Yeah, because it doesn't have like a million cuts all the time.
Hey, look. Now, John Woo was a producer on this game, so he had to give the go-ahead on all of these crazy ideas.
Yeah, it's just weird that they changed, like, Detective Tequila's, like, classic shoes to, like, the weird shit soap-branded ones.
So you have a tequila bomb gauge, which lets you do super moves, of which we only have one, which is healing right now. But you can fill it either by doing cool moves or by collecting paper cranes. So in this game, you can slide on all surfaces that are about waist high, and you can jump and dive in any direction. And all of these things automatically set off sort of your bullet time, which you can also toggle on your own, but given all of the, like, cool guy stuff you're supposed to be doing, you don't really need to, except for in, like, emergency situations.
So can I just mention the fact that we kicked that watermelon seller and he just disappeared from this planet? Like, we kicked him out a shot and he has never returned?
He fell through the geometry.
So, is there a part in the game where, like, you slip on a banana peel and then you go into slow-mo and shoot people?
Oh, that'd be cool. They put a lot of different, like, unique physics stuff so that you could destroy stuff, but they did not put in, as far as I know, a banana peel.
Is there a level where you have to, like, slow-mo throw pie at criminals?
It's like actually a really sad thing because Tequila has this kind of efficiency where if he has any kind of hang time, no matter what, he needs to murder a person or else he dies himself.
Truly a tragic character. Anyways, as you can see, we're taking some damage, but thankfully, we can, again, use our tequila bombs, of which you can see at the bottom, we currently have 3 of 4 gauges full. Mm-hmm. And also, there are health packs on the walls.
Oh!
So keep an eye out.
So can I say one thing about this game, like, circa it came out? So, it came out, like, I think around when I was 12, and it took me, like, 4 years to learn, like, John Woo was, like, an actual movie guy and not just the name of the protagonist. And I looked at pictures of him and it was just like some schlubby guy. And it was amazing for years. I just thought, wow, this game has some fat nerd here. And he's gonna shoot everyone.
I love playing as Zelda in the game Legend of Zelda.
Anyways, we got our first unique new weapon, which is the shotgun. It works exactly like you'd expect, pretty well at long range, honestly.
Hey, come on, Jay, I would never play Zelda. I don't play a game with goals in it.
Yeah, I only play games with the men in it, like John Woo presents the Stranglehold.
I bet you thought you could play as Charles Barkley and Barkley shut up and jam, too.
He just plays this terrible son.
Well, I'm too racist for that.
And so now, we enter one of the other gameplay modes available in John Woo Presents Stranglehold.
Oh, you have to make a multiple choice, like The Walking Dead.
No, it's a standoff. And so, in sequence, we have to murder all these men before they murder us.
For a second there, as he was, like, pointing one gun at one guy, then another guy came up, then he pointed a gun at him, and then a third guy came up. For some reason, for a second, I was like, oh, here comes the third arm, you know.
Ah, that'd be cool.
And then I got a little bit disappointed, and then I realized, hey, wait a minute.
Of course you murder all of them by shooting propane tanks.
Well, yeah,
and not
like,
just shooting them with a gun.
You know, I feel in the actual movie, like, Chow Yun-Fat really killed, like, I don't know, 20 guys at most?
Yeah, no, look, a lot of bad guys here. A lot more triads to fight.
Yeah.
Like, there were a lot of fights between triads before, and now Chow Yun-Fat is just bringing it all to the table. Get up there, dude.
I know I'm gonna be spoiling the game a little bit here, but so the reason why you have to keep killing everyone with environmental things is because for every person you kill, like just shooting them, it adds a second at the end of the mission where John Woo just stands with his arms crossed, shaking his head at you, looking very disappointed.
Yeah, it's actually, every mission has the Sorrow boss fight from Metal Gear Solid 3, but it's John Woo instead.
Like, Inspector Tequila, he's a lot like Thanos. He thinks the birth rate in China is just too damn high.
And he's here to fix it on his own.
Yeah, and then he starts dabbing.
Also, he hates watermelons.
So the game is not subtle about its environmental hazards because it wants you to hit every single one of them. Because they programmed it, goddammit. And so, you're just directed to, like, cause massive damage for multiple reasons. Most of all because it's cool. Even though I don't think that killed anyone. I feel like that missed everyone.
I mean, that's about half of the environmental hits you've been doing so far.
So,
yeah, but, you know...
Chirps, I have a question. So, I know in my country, this was just one of these eternal, like, $5 games alongside Wets. Was that, like, a thing in America, too?
Pretty quickly, I feel like.
I mean, like...
Well, especially with Midway going through as many troubles as it did at the time.
I feel like $5 for Wet is a little over what the actual reality was.
I was going to ask if the next game we were going to play is Wet, so...
Well, keep that in your back pocket. But we just unlocked the precision aim.
My butt's wet now.
Which takes, which takes 1 gauge from your tequila bombs. And basically lets us shoot anywhere and kill. Oh man, look, he's dead.
Same, brother, same.
That man's been embarrassed.
So when they pitched this feature in a meeting, how long do you think it took before someone raised their hand and said, okay, so how quickly are we going to make an animation for when someone inevitably just starts shooting everyone in the fucking dick?
I like how there are multiple so far.
Yeah, but I think that was just an assumed feature, right? Like, they knew it was gonna happen, so they were just, they immediately were like, yes, we will add ball damage.
I mean, it was in the design document. Chow Yun-Fat hates China's birth rate.
Oh no, that man definitely died because he fell off the scaffolding. But the other guys don't, they just like, oh, jeez.
They just fall, well, they fall over, die. They know that if they got shot in the balls, that's like the calling card for Inspector Tequila. They know that they're in for a world of hurt.
Every time Inspector Tequila shoots a man in nuts, he's like, 1 shout policy? Heh, how about 1 nut policy?
Oh my god, wow.
He's very political, that Chow Yun-Fat.
Yep.
Who killed the cop? Go to Tai-O and ask an I-9. But be quick, there won't be any left after tomorrow.
Tequila should just, like, start holding a gun with one of his feet.
So you can't move in this section, you can only tilt your head, so you kind of have to, like, lead them to shoot one particular way.
Right, it's like Punch-Out, where you have to let them shoot until they get tired, and then you take advantage.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell with the perspective sometimes, but you start to get used to it just based on, like, since a lot of it is just following your movements during those sections.
What is Tequila's chest covered with that he can just, like, slide 3 feet no matter, like, how he's jumping?
It's Lee. Cherry's got info on a deal going down at the tea house.
Golden Cane run that place.
Which is why I want you to wait until I can send backup.
Sorry, Captain. I just got a personal invitation.
Do you think if Midway didn't die out, we would have a face-off video game? Because, like, Nicolas Cage will do fucking anything.
Yeah, and I feel like John Travolta's at that like time in his career as well, where he's just kind of gonna do whatever.
Yeah,
was
like
Nicolas Cage in the Ghost Rider video game?
I don't know.
They might not have the money for that.
You might be surprised by this, but I did not actually feel like playing the fucking.
God, you shot me in the head, you goddamn asshole!
Jesus.
And it didn't kill him!
So, yeah, John
Sorry.
Travolta's career is in a fucking mess right now. Like, have you heard of, like, Gotti, all about, like...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I forgot Travolta was in that.
Yeah, famed mobster John Gotti, and it ends with a, like, man on the street segment all about how badass actual crime lord John Gotti was.
I don't know what it is, but, like, the right wing loves John Gotti.
The movie where the only kind of marketing campaign they could come up with at this point is everyone fucking hates this, but maybe make up your own mind, huh?
Yeah, it's like critics hate this, but fans, yeah, they're pretty lukewarm on it. Give it a shot.
But
Tequila?
The way I like it.
You're the only one who does.
How come he's still not dead? We ran out of shooters. Why don't you go down and try? Young wants me at the Mega. The Imperial 9 deal is going down right now at the center table. Keep Tequila on that bar stool.
You got the passports?
Too light. You're short.
Wang agreed to the amount. Now, do you have the passports or not?
I don't give a damn what Wang agreed to. This is an I-9 deal.
Be cool. We got heat at the bar.
You brought a cop to our deal?
Got him. And welcome to our first boss fight.
I was expecting him to, like, run there and, like, drop kick him through the table or something.
God, that'd be cool.
Hand-to-hand combat is not really this whole game or film's deal.
So wait, is the boss fight with the guy you just killed in the cutscene?
No, well, it'll show up later. So, the boss encounters generally go like... Well, in this case, certainly, you have, like, waves of enemies to get through first, and then the boss will show up. And all of them were just waiting in the back rooms, like, drinking at this bar.
Oh, thank God. How much damage do you take if, like, if you dive down the stairs?
Keep that in your back pocket.
Okay.
Just remember that.
The pockets are getting real full at this point.
And very wet.
They're gonna have to get fuller and wetter.
So I have a question, Terps.
Yeah.
We've all seen the movie. Like, does this game have like an actual emotional arc to it, or is it just a video game plot?
I mean, it does have an arc, and there are emotions involved in it, so... Now, how effective it is, that's gonna be, you know, up to you.
So, in the Stranglehold-averse, are all the other main characters, like, named after alcohol? Do we get to meet, like, Whiskey the Hedgehog or whatever?
No, they're all, like, named, like, Greg and shit. Like, isn't the... Like, I'm super bad at names, but isn't, like, the main villain of, like, Hardball just called, like, Johnny?
Yeah, I think... Yeah, no, it's Johnny Wong, yeah.
Yeah, it's just some guy called Johnny. That's your big villain.
Yes, these dramatic villains such as Johnny and Alan, like, fucking...
Dave.
I love you, like, sliding down the staircase, the guy shoots you in the back with a shotgun twice, and then you still just murder him.
Hey, you know, that's just how tough Inspector Tequila is.
I like how you scooted over the edge, then scooted back over the edge, then scooted back over the edge again, like his ass was just itching.
Like, I half expect you to have, like, full analog control while you're on the table.
It's like a fucking heavy rain cutscene where you just will not commit to opening a door.
No, you just go straight from whatever angle you put it on, which can be, I'm gonna say, pretty, like, difficult to control at times. Anyways, fuck that guy.
Jesus.
Detective Tequila, known for his, like, incredible superhuman strength to just launch a man 50 yards.
So, Kwang Fang is our final boss here in this level, and as you can see, he's got a rocket launcher.
And his head is impervious to bullets.
No, I missed the first time. I grazed his little, like, hairpiece.
Oh god, it would have been so good if it, like, it went through his hair and then, like, he's fighting with a reverse mohawk for the rest of the game.
Anyways, as far as I can tell, if you hit him and make him do that, like, pose with the headshot, it'll just negate whatever rocket he's shooting. Anyways, watch this cool move here. Oh, shit! Don't worry, you don't take any damage.
Every named character in this movie has the same blood in them as, like, 50 Cent from Blood on the Sand, right?
Yeah, basically.
I told you not to go in alone.
I didn't. Brought my two friends. This is what our need wanted us to find. Bullet between the eyes. That's a signature hit. The iron eyes are the Dragon Claw's muscle. Wong's got the iron eyes hitting cops and dealing passports to Golden Cane. Except the deal went bad.
Someone's trying to start a war.
We better stop him. I'm heading down to Dio. I'm gonna shake some cages and see what falls out.
Like hell you will. Taio's not your turf and you know it. That's an ongoing narcotics probe. We have it under control.
Drug gangs, turf wars, and a dead cop. And you call that under control?
Watch your step, Tequila. You go out of bounds, you'll lose your badge.
And so, the end of level stats are here. We are ranked on damage to world, which is the most important one.
Now, is this Hong Kong dollars or American dollars?
As far as I know, it's American dollars.
How many grand pianos is that?